Green Mountain is one of the leading companies in the specialty coffee and coffee maker businesses. My team, as well as my division, perceive the culture here at Green Mountain as a very innovative company. The mission statement for Green Mountain is Green Mountain Coffee Roasters is one of the leading companies in the specialty coffee and coffee maker industry. The company operates in North America. It is headquartered in Waterbury, Vermont, and it is employing about 5,600 people as of September 2011. We feel that the values of this company are that it is very innovative, and the revenue of a 95% increase from 2010 to 2011 proved that. The organization structure is vertical because on top is an executive board, and then it goes to a non-executive board, and then it goes to a senior management, and then a normal management, and then finally it has the workers to round out the structure. The culture type for my group is clan-based because we all get along with each other, and we're not afraid of critiquing. Green Mountain as a company, however, is a hierarchy culture type because there's a ranking system that going from an executive board to the workers. Right now in my group we have Tom, who is a dominant entrepreneur, Susie, who is a conscientious administrator, Kirby, who is a steady producer, and then we have Leslie, who is the vice president of product development, and she is an influencing producer. I personally am a steady integrator. As a group, we would need an influencing administrator. We decided this as a team because we only have Susie as an administrator, but she is also conscientious and she won't put her foot down to tell others what to do. We do have Leslie as an influencer, but she won't be able to organize like this new person because Leslie just likes to do the work and she's good at getting people to do the work, just not necessarily getting them organized into exactly what they're supposed to be doing. We have a good balance in our group, however, with the dominant person being Tom, and him and Leslie will head the workload and tell people what to do. Susie and the new person, will keep everything in order, and Kirby and I, who are both steady people, we will make sure everything is done perfectly and make sure it is right before we actually finish. I personally will make sure everyone gets involved and that we do have enough producers to make sure something will always be getting done. The new product that my group and I have decided to produce is a coffee-flavored slushie. This product will be called Slush Rush. It will be made out of ice and coffee, and will be sold on-site at the Waterbury, Vermont location, but it will also be sold at various gas stations and stores that have the machines to make slushies. For the people who have their own slush machines at their house, the flavoring for the coffee will be sold at grocery stores. There will be 4 sizes for the Slush Rush: small, medium, large, and extra large. The small will be sold at $1, the medium will be sold at $1.15, the large will be sold at $1.50, and the extra large will be sold at $1.90. The flavoring packs for the coffee will be sold at 79 cents each. This product will mostly target the 15% that is under 18 years old. It will also target the 35% that goes from 18 to 35, but we decided to pay more attention to the under 18. We think it will raise the under 18 market because the kids that age love slushies, and even if they don't like hot coffee, they can have that choice of getting a slushie that will give them that coffee taste, and they will still be able to enjoy a slushie. We decided to make this product because not the only competition that it would have is mostly the 7-Eleven Slurpees, and they also have Frappuccinos from Starbucks. 7-Eleven has been dwindling down over the past few years, as mostly everyone has noticed there's not as nearly as many as there once was a couple years back. And the Slush Rush will be sold at various gas stations, so even if one station gets shut down, there will be more and more gas stations that the Slush Rush will be sold at. We chose that particular target market because it was the lowest amount of customers, which is understood because kids and teens don't normally drink coffee, but it has risen in popularity over the years with this target. Almost all teens like slushies, and since coffee has grown in popularity with the youth, we felt it would mesh perfectly and that kids could enjoy the best of both worlds with the Slush Rush. We felt that selling the slushies at gas stations and places that have the machines and the proper training to do slushies would go well, because when someone goes to a gas station, if they want to have a slushie, they go to a gas station. That's the first place they go to, and they will always look for the slushies at those places. We felt that selling the flavoring packs at grocery stores would make sense because the people who buy the slushy makers usually buy them at grocery stores, so they most likely go back to that store to buy the flavoring. And when the first product launches, it will be only sold in Vermont, but after a few years, we hope to get it so the Slush Rush will be sold all across the United States and maybe even Canada. Because based off our information, Canada has been known to buy the most slushy products in the entire world, averaging around 30 million purchases a year. The potential customers will range from younger kids around 12 years old all the way to people around the age of 35 to 40 years old. We decided to go with the 12-year-old because this is around the time when kids' parents will be more lenient on letting them get coffee flavored drinks, and we decided around 35 to 40 is what we predicted to be the age where people didn't buy slushies as much, and the slushies lose popularity with the people above that age. The estimated annual revenue that we have come up with as a group is a broad number based off of the information of our competitors. We predict that the annual revenue to be anywhere from $1 million to $4 million because of the region that we are located in and the amount of people who go into a gas station each day who actually buys a slushie. What makes our product different from others is that it is only one of a few kinds of its kind, and it will be open to a wide variety of people because of the low prices. There is competition, as I mentioned before, with the Slurpees and the Frappuccinos. The Frappuccino from Starbucks is kind of like a Slurpee, or a slushie. It has whipped cream in it, and it has other flavors along, like caramel. You can put caramel stuff in there. The 7-Eleven and the Slurpee has probably been the most popular duo for the past 50 years, and people have that conception of 7-Eleven is the best place to go buy a slushie. Both of these companies are all over the United States already, and they do have locations around the world. Slurpees have been around since 1965 to be exact, and that's when 7-Eleven bought the product from Icy and made it into the Slurpee. The Frappuccino was invented in 1995. The threat of entry that we would have is very high because any company who can make slushies can make a coffee flavored slushie. We would not have any brand loyalty because 7-Eleven has been around much longer than we have, and even though that is true, our company is a big enough company that we can have economy of scale. We can buy things in bulk, which would be much more cost efficient. The customer would have bargaining power over us because this is a new product and not many people know about it. We would have bargaining power over the suppliers, however, because even though the product is new, we are not a new company and we can afford to buy more things. Threats of substitution would be people drinking normal coffee or any drink that's not a slushie, and it would also be people drinking other flavors of slushies. Some compliments for the Slush Rush that we have come up with as a team would be reusable cups, the special straws that come with the Slush Rush, and the specific lids for the cups. The competitive advantage that we would have is that they are portable, you can take them anywhere, and not many companies have this flavor for their slushies, so it's almost one of a kind. We came up with three goals as a team. One was a goal to come up with in like a year or two. Our second goal was no later than 5 years, then we had a long-term goal. Our first goal was to get the coffee-flavored Slush Rush into at least 30 gas stations and stores that sell slushies in Vermont, and to get the flavor packets into at least 10 stores by the end of 2013. This is a business level strategy. The second goal that we have come up with is to get different flavors to complement the coffee flavor, for example, hazelnut, French vanilla, caramel, and other things such as that. And we would also want it to be so the customer is able to choose which flavor they want at the slushie machines. We would like for this goal to be completed by the end of 2017. This is also a business level strategy. The long-term goal that we as a team have come up with is for the Slush Rush not to only reach the Northeast region, but to have the slushie in various stores and gas stations around the whole nation. I would like to have the Slush Rush around the Northeast by no later than 2018, and we're predicting it to go nationwide by no later than 2020. This is a corporate level strategy. This is what we have come up with for our new product, and I hope the board listens to us. Thank you, and have a good night.